Hello everybody, welcome back to Electric Tornado. Today we are going to be going over our weather forecast for the United States over the next 7 days or so let's get into it. So we are going to be doing our tropical weather update and we're going to be doing our severe weather update. Let's start with our severe weather. So let's check out our day 1 outlook for today, September 21st, 2025. We're going to be checking out our severe weather outlook where we got a pretty large marginal risk. It expands from parts of southern Michigan through Ohio, through Indiana, into the middle Kentucky, then it goes into the central Illinois, and then it goes into Missouri, and then into eastern Kansas, into eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, and then into northern Texas, including the cities of Wichita Falls in Texas. And this is a very large risk, and we also got slight risk, so yeah. Let's talk about our slight risk first. So our slight risk is down there in Texas, where we do have a very small chance to see a few isolated tornado or two within this area. But if you're in this area just north of Dallas, make sure to be staying weather aware, and you guys could see some severe weather, tornadoes, and even a possibility to see some pretty strong wind gusts and severe thunderstorms. And yeah, everyone in Ohio, southern Michigan, Indiana, central Kentucky, central Illinois, Missouri, eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, and maybe central Oklahoma, and northwestern Arkansas, make sure to be staying weather aware today. As you guys could see, some scattered severe weather for this area. Though up here is not. Over here is not the biggest concern because we could later this afternoon into the evening we're probably just going to see a few storms develop within this area, maybe cause some severe wind gusts. But as we get more later into the evening, our heat will kind of start. Our temperatures will start dropping a little bit, and that will eliminate the threat for severe weather later into tonight for that location. We also got a marginal risk up here for southern Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, and southeastern South Dakota and northeastern Nebraska. So make sure to be staying with weather aware up there as well for today. Let's check out our day 2 outlook for tomorrow, September 22nd, 2025, and we're going to be checking our severe weather outlook for tomorrow, where we got 2 marginal risks and a slight risk for that same day. And let's talk about our slight risk first. Our slight risk is over here for parts of southwestern Kansas, parts of western Oklahoma, and then parts of the northeastern parts of Texas in the Panhandle, where we could see some severe weather for that day, and actually a potential to see an isolated tornado or two in Oklahoma tomorrow on September 22nd. So if you're inside this circle on September 22nd in Oklahoma, make sure to be staying weather aware, as you guys are expected to see some hail, maybe even some severe thunderstorms, and some tornadoes will even be a possibility. So make sure to be staying weather aware down there for tomorrow. We also got a large marginal risk going around there through Iowa into Wisconsin into northern Texas, so make sure to be staying weather aware if you're in that green over there. If you're in this green over here near Ohio, this is through the Ohio Valley, western Pennsylvania, western West Virginia, into Kentucky, and then into Tennessee, where you guys can also see some severe weather on September 22nd. So make sure to be staying weather aware from that location on September 22nd, as some strong storms could move through that area and stuff like that. If we go to our day 3 outlook, we do have a marginal risk for parts of northeastern Texas, into southeastern Oklahoma, into Arkansas, into northern Mississippi, and then to northern Alabama, into Tennessee, into western Kentucky. So that's for September 23rd. So make sure to be staying weather aware for that. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a slight risk come out within this area, or maybe a little bit bigger, for a possibility for some tornadoes. But as of right now, we don't expect any tornadoes. But as of right now, we don't know what it could look like in the future. Okay, so we do this thing coming in right here within kind of towards Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, right here. And you can see watch that yellow. It kind of sweeps down into this part, and this could cause some severe weather. Then it kind of goes up within this area, and we're probably going to be seeing a ton of rain within this area for a pretty long while for the next few weeks or so. We're expected to see a ton of rain as that moves out of there, and as we go more into the future, you can see that all of that moves out of the United States, and then the severe weather just kind of goes down. But you can see that going through there, and I do want to talk about our tropical weather now. So let's get into our tropical weather outlook now. So we do have Hurricane Gabriel. Right now it's a tropical storm, Gabriel. But yeah, that's it right there. Gabriel. And this storm right here is not expected to impact anyone. It could get pretty close to Bermuda, but as you can see, it kind of just goes up into the Atlantic Ocean, not really affecting anyone, so don't have to worry about that. And then we do got this tropical disturbance down here with a medium chance of development over the next 7 days. So what it says, Central Tropical Atlantic, a broad tropical wave moving into the Central Tropical Atlantic continues to produce disorganized shower and thunderstorms well to the west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. Although environmental conditions are not favorable for initial development of the system over the next day or two, these conditions should gradually become more favorable of development by the middle to latter portions of this week. And a tropical depression could form while the system moves northwestward to westward across the central Atlantic. And this is what the GFS models say about this. This is the system right here of the tropical disturbance. This is moving into 16 days. That's the system right there. You can see as it kind of looks like it becomes a hurricane at this point. It is right here of this tropical system, and it kind of starts going a little bit towards the United States. And you can see how close it actually gets to the strong impact onto the United States. You can see how close it gets to making one, and then it kind of just goes back up into the ocean and stuff. So yeah, just be aware for the tropical disturbances. It could bring some impacts to the United States, but it's 7 days out. We're not for sure. It could just go actually in there. It could go there, or it could just literally just go back up into the Atlantic Ocean and not really affect anyone. But just be staying weather aware if you're on the East Coast from this tropical system right here, as it could bring an impact to the United States. But you never know. So yeah. Now that we talked about that area, let's talk about this area down here. We do got a tropical disturbance with a very high chance of development if you look at the spaghetti moles. Doesn't seem like it's going to impact anyone, but could impact southern Baja California, but I wouldn't worry too much if you are down there in southern Baja California. But as this system strengthens, you can see that it kind of turns into a hurricane right there, but nothing too crazy. It just goes up, it just goes into the Pacific Ocean and doesn't affect anyone. So yeah. Now that we got our weather outlook done for the United States, we could see some rain in northern Michigan today and southern Florida. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good day, and make sure to be staying weather aware. Bye.